ahorita que acabe, porque hey, a great, van a venir unas personas. Bueno, digo yo que van a venir unas personas. A great Monday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. Beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. Beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And morning, Mo.
Hey, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Um, I am gonna have to leave the show like at around 9:30 though.
What happened?
Oh no, nothing. I forgot I had an appointment.
Gynecologist?
Eye doctor.
You getting glasses or you getting surgery?
Oh, just a checkup. Like I don't know. I feel like because before I left Brownsville, I had a stigmatism in my right eye, and I feel like the glare has like gotten worse. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you have health insurance?
Yeah. Through my job. Yeah.
That's awesome. And that covers eye care?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of insurance don't cover eye care, so that's actually a good insurance. ¿Qué onda, Era? Ozzy, finally. I hadn't seen you in a while. I think you popped in once or twice, but you've been missing MIA for a while. It's good to see you. Uh, uh, uh. Good morning, Mr. Ojos Locos. Ah! Let me say, guys, another comment about Ojos Locos. Good morning. Are you doing the show from Ojos Locos? Not anytime soon. Let me say, guys, it was kind of a trippy deal because I got I guess a little bit of and I talked about this Saturday morning. I was invited to go to their soft opening, which was Friday, and it was a great event. And I said, sure. I'd forgotten that I had a commitment at church. It's in Far Texas. So what I actually did, I said, you know what? So I went a little bit earlier to Ojos Locos. Did my pleasantry, said hi, ordered some of the food. It was free food because it was soft opening. So I went and said, hey, how's it going? And wanted to check out the place. And let me tell you, one of the things that I've always stated, I get invited, I'm going to go. And think that surprises a lot of people. So actually went out there and did the whole, hey, how's it going? Everything's good. Had some food. I was there. Frankie got there. I was there for 45 minutes, maybe at the most. And then I rushed myself up to Far because I had a church event. And I got a little bit of backlash from people saying, oh, well, it doesn't look great and it might hurt you politically. I'm going like, I don't care. It's not, and nothing against, it's not a strip joint, nothing against strip joints. Again, people want to go spend their money at a place where individuals take off their clothes. More power to people, guys. And again, uh, it doesn't float my boat, but again, I gotta respect if somebody wants to have that type of establishment. That's fine. It covers the needs of or the wants of some individuals to go to those places. More power to them. Uh, you know, but so I went out there, responded. So everything was tippy door. And I gave my little spiel Saturday morning. Uh, and then what happens? Uh, shoot, where are you? There you are. God damn it. So then what happens? So Saturday morning, I did my little thing and I talked about it and I said, hey, this is what's going on. This is what happened. And I left it at that. Saturday during the day, in the morning, I get a message from Ojos Locos again, and they said, Erasmo, would you like to come back tonight? And I said, sure, of course. So I went back. I got invited to get back. And I'm going to guess that part of the reasoning why I got invited back was one of the reasons why I got invited back was because the pictures that I took were shared all over the place. I think they were shared like 200 times. The Mexican news media caught onto the pictures. They threw it out on their stories. The Pulga Online, went out
Eran
there.
las bodas en el puente.
Yeah, se suspenden las bodas en el puente porque Erasmo Castro anda en ojos locos.
Like, could you be a regular, please?
Well, it's trippy because a lot of people again, if I get invited, I'm going to do my best to go to any event. With that said, it's like Sam mentioned in one of his very educated comments. I'm there for 30 minutes, and then I'm gone. So any carne asada, any little event, 30 minutes, and I'm out of there.
Y para afuera.
Pa
Eh,
fuera, patas para
Just
que
to,
son.
just to confirm for everybody in Brownsville to know, there's no touching allowed. It's not that
No,
kind of place.
not that kind of place. Yeah, no, and let me tell you, I want them to succeed. Like I want every single business in Brownsville to succeed, and that's one of the things that I've been very adamant about. Because and one of my big concerns with is we actually have an organization out there that dedicates their time to promote small local business, and this is the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce. And again, my concern was it does not do enough. My issue is you've got individuals that are paying dues to this organization, the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce, and they do nothing for you. They give you a little plaque, which I'm sure you pay for anyway, and you're put on their website. Sam, when's the last time you saw the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce website?
I don't know, but I do remember they made a big deal about stripes. They were all over there because I remember that the guy from Los Trevis was pissed off because he didn't get a lot of commotion online on Facebook or anywhere else on the social media. But they did hit crazy like commotion about stripes,
Yeah, but
but nothing for locals. And I
but
guess
yeah, and,
like,
and I think what happens, and again, I think what happens is because we've been calling them out on it, they've started to try and up their game, which is again okay. But I
if
still have,
him, like, what exactly are you doing? Like for the
yeah,
chamber of
exactly.
commerce, like, are you even bringing in? Like, I know there's business. Like, we don't see everything. There's probably little business here and there, but like,
Yeah,
if they would just inform more, we would
yeah,
ask less. You know?
yeah, 100%, or or something different. Because look, you don't only need, and I think this is part of the problem. I think they're focused on supposedly when people are coming into to Brownsville, they're going to contact the Chamber of Commerce to find out what's going on. Guys, that was before social media. That was before Yelp. That was before reviews.
Yeah. Now you just look at Yelp and the reviews on Google to see what's
That's what,
good. You know?
yes. Como que they haven't kept up with the time. Now, if they had a stronger presence in Brownsville in regards to the social media game, you think, well, yeah, but there's no greater platform in the city of Brownsville than Erasmo Castro.
I think they're just used to the whole being secretive. You know, like, oh, in their own little group, in their own little circles, and
Yeah.
keep it that. You know.
And it's like I made mention, I got invited to uh, the roast house here downtown. A friend of mine owns it. A friend of mine and his children. We're okay. I didn't get an invite from them. I got an invite from another friend, which again I went, and again no hay problema. Nothing against my friend, but I didn't get the invite. But they brought the Chamber of Commerce. Look, they're going to get those little niche people in there because estaba llena de puros politiquitos and a lot of these limas people and everything. But at the end of the day, guys, you already have those people. This is what a lot of these people don't understand. You already have those niche people. It's like Dodichis. They already have their niche people. They already got the elite of Brownsville. Yeah, they're going to go. You want my people.
I guess
That's who you.
they're trying to keep everything niche. You know, just like I said, they just want their little circle, and that's all they want. They don't
Yeah,
want
but
the todo el pueblo ahí. You
but
think they want to
well,
make? Oh,
I see what you're getting at. But maybe, again, if you're a business, you know, do you not want my people to go?
no, no, no. But what they should have done, they should have invited all the businesses around there. Like, hey, what, check out the coffee around that's going to be in the new block.
Something, again, and I'm here 3 blocks away. I'm literally like 3 blocks away. I didn't get an invite, which again is okay.
Hit up the courthouse people and all those people and invite them to
Exactamente.
coffee.
Yeah, but I have a business también aquí. I didn't get an invite. Aside from being Erasmo Castro, the most handsome guy here in Brownsville, right, Mo? Uh,
And totally not fat.
and totally not fat, unlike some people. Este, but
Good thing you have high self esteem.
again, my concern is, look, if businesses still want to go out there and spend their money on the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce, more power to you. I think Ojos Locos appreciated that. If you want the word out there, you invited Asmo Castro, which is cool
And
because
I understand they're pushing the downtown Brownsville a whole lot because they want to, I guess, make it grow. But there's also the rest of Brownsville. You have your southmost area, you have your north Brownsville, as Maso likes to push. I know I've seen him with the whole dive and drinks and all that other stuff being promoted. Um, and even in the O2 area, they have all those clubs, but nothing else gets promoted except for the downtown area. But it's their job to promote everything equally, unless you have a plan again, or you're trying to expand a certain area by a
yeah,
certain
but Sam, it's like, when's the last time you heard any politico or any Brownsville Chamber of Commerce making a big deal about a barber shop opening over there by Rivera? A taco stand opening down Southmost.
I'm surprised the county judge Trevino wasn't there
Well, at the Ojo Locos or at the coffee shop?
at the coffee shop because I've been seeing him doing whole lot of I guess distributing food and whatnot.
Yeah, his Eliseo Davila was there. Eliseo Davila is otro político. He's the chief of staff for my opponent, Joey Lopez. And I made mention. I waved, and again, I don't have an issue about waving to him or to Joey Lopez. But again, they've got those people already. You already have those people. You want my people. You want my people to know that there's a coffee shop or a restaurant or an Ojos Locos. Those are the ones, and those are the ones that are going to forget it. And let me say, I didn't see one single politico at Ojos Locos. They might have gone. I didn't see, a Trey Mendez or a.
It as that's quite the place they want to be seen at. But it's
Well,
just like the other restaurant. That's what I was telling someone earlier. And like
yeah,
it's a bar, it's a restaurant. Did they have pool tables like they have in Houston?
no pool tables.
No, what do they have? Because the one in Houston has pool tables. It has like about 10 pool tables, or maybe
No,
even,
just screens all over the place.
it's just like it's a bar, pretty much.
Yeah, and a lot of beautiful girls. Let me say, a lot of beautiful girls. And let me say, uh, I, I sort of understand it. With me, it's like it's it's one of our local restaurants now. We have to want them to succeed. I mean, why wouldn't the mayor or some other individuals go out there and say, hey, let's promote this place as well, use their little platform. I mean, to go out and promote. I used my platform, and I got crap and a half
Going back to the pool tables
from
and
all.
being promoted too much, I don't want to say they're still open. DK's, have you gone to DK's on 802?
I- you know, I went to DK's when it first started. I did, you know, all of us.
They have good
I don't know
wings.
what it. Eh?
They have good wings too.
Yeah, they had good food, but like all of a sudden, I stopped hearing from them. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Again, I don't know if less people
The
started to
whole COVID.
go,
I mean,
and COVID also hit. So I didn't even know if they were still there. I haven't heard anything from them. Uh, I used to appreciate Rack Daddies when Rack Daddies was over there on 802. I mean, I would go to Rack Daddies every so often. But you've got to be really into pool, to like it. I'm still a fan of uh, the billiard room down Central Boulevard. I mean, to me, that's classic. You know, te regañó la jefa. Yeah, yes. ¿Por qué anda haciendo a esos lugares? I go like, uh, what do you mean, woman? Es que ese no es un buen lugar para ir para personas de la iglesia.
Le fui por el cafecito.
I'm going like, it's a restaurant. It's not a strip joint. It's a restaurant, mom. I thought it was a Hooters. No, and let me tell you, we had a Hooters, and I think I had this conversation. I don't know if it was with Sam or with Frankie, but we had a Hooters. The problem with Hooters is that the problem with Hooters is that it the location. I don't think the location was the best location out there, Sam.
That's what everybody thinks because it's like the Applebee's in Boca Chica. Oh, the location. Hooters over here on Expressway. Oh, the location. They had the Albertsons in Four Corners. Ah, location. It's not that, man. It's that people in Brownsville don't support businesses or they don't go out as much. Well, you try to like stretch out, but there will be more people going out if there's more businesses, if there's more economic growth, more companies going into the city, and
Or
that's where
something.
Precinct Two will come in, bringing in huge companies and corporations uh, up there in Cameron County.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Going back to that, I was gonna tell you, man, you should make a list of the things that people complain about and what are like the three priorities. Because you said trail bikes or whatever, they're not a priority. So okay, so there's gonna be like a list to see how long it takes them to fix that issue. Wouldn't that be like a kind of a smart idea?
well, yeah. So you're
So
saying that that's what you're
you're
going to be
like,
doing from
oh,
now on?
take time out of my. But
So
it would be good. Like okay, like for the city, you have three things, and like the whole PUB audit. We've been waiting for months, and so many other things. Um, it would just be interesting to see how long it takes them to actually solve things. It's like the whole how Myra Flores was talking about how Trey Mendez has not given a public statement about the whole PUB thing, and he probably won't because he's just there, kind of just kicking back. He gave his. I know Rodrigo Santos gave his statement about it of how hopefully the audit will come out and something will get fixed from it. But yeah, I think it'll probably it's because you can only like there's only so many people that like go out to eat in Bronzeville, and from those
well,
you have so many businesses that it gets scared like it gets spread out.
well, part of the thing is, I mean, I've seen a lot of people got to eat, and
Yeah,
all these places are really really jam packed. I mean, they're always there. And look, and I can understand having like a Dodici's type of place. There it does fulfill this little niche out there. For some people. Este, I mean, wouldn't go eat at Dodici's if I was paying. If someone invited me, like, hey, you know, go eat at Dodici's, I pay. I go like, sure. I mean, I'm not going to spend my money at Dodici's, and I say that because it's just it's not for me. It's not. I don't get enough for bang for my buck. I don't believe in paying $18 for a little pizza, a medium sized pizza. When you could have a Peter Piper's pizza that tastes like 10 times better.
those are
You
some
know,
like
and, eh?
those are like some Austin prices.
Yeah, that's crazy. And we have nothing that to support. Like, this is Austin. It's not Austin. We're never going to be Austin, and Menos with this leadership.
Go try out the pizza at the Kraken.
Oh, the Kraken's amazing. I love the Kraken in all aspects. The food, the ambiance. I like the Kraken. I haven't been to the Kraken in a while, but more than anything because I don't want to get slammed by because I está haciendo un bar. Sam, is the touching on 14th Street?
It could be part of the list. I don't think it's a priority, but it could be one of those like big projects that could not big, but it just needs like a retouch, to kind of push it to that. because again, it's a different type of group. You have your niche group, and then you have like your general public group,
Well,
and that's be targeted to. You know,
well, let me say 14th Street. It should be what 14th Street should
who
14th Street
they had
should be
it
everywhere.
to the 14th Street.
Yeah, but 14th Street is like all of Brownsville.
That's
All of Brownsville could easily say there's a connection to 14th Street. You know what I'm saying?
a general. It's more general. Instead of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
targeted group, it's more
yeah,
general.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And like Dodichi's is only for the St. Joe group, because Dodichi is not for my Rivera, Southmost, and even some of my Alton Glore people. It's not, because individuals that have a family are not going to want to spend $18 on a medium-sized pizza, you know? And Sam, you have kids, and we have events for kids at church. Les vientas ahí the $5 ones from what's that place? Little Caesars, which now they're thinking it's $7 because of inflation. You throw them a couple of those pizzas, they're ecstatic. The kids don't care. So, do you want three of those pizzas from Pizza, or do you want one $18 medium pizza que se come un huerco solo?
Nambe. That's three pizzas.
Yeah.
But okay,
No,
it's like one of those that just got out of the oven.
but I still say I think Peter Pepper is amazing. Hey, Facebook.
It is, especially
Great
with
phrase. Great phrase, Sam. Inform more, less questions. I said it first. We need to have a regular networking here in Brownsville with all people welcome. Yeah, I agree, and that's my concern. That's my concern, Jack, with the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce. My concern is they should be doing a lot more for local business. Because giving them a plaque and putting their business on their website, sure.
or maybe it's like they are doing more. They're just not informing us. But
Well,
either you're not
Sam,
doing anything, and that's why you're not informing, or you're
but
doing
you
a
don't,
lot and
but
don't
you
have
don't,
to.
but you don't see it. I don't see it. I
That's what
don't see what they do,
we
and I
inform.
I am the king of all local social media. I am literally the king of all local social media. I don't see their stuff. And if I don't see their stuff, I'm going to almost guarantee you that 90% of the people of Brownsville don't see their stuff. And what you want as a business, you want more individuals to see your stuff. I want someone to see my stuff. Someone. But you want more people to see your stuff. So this is why, and again, I want to thank the people from Ojos Locos. I want to thank them because they saw themselves. They said, "Damn, man, this guy put us everywhere." Because all of a sudden it was just being shared all over the place. So they contact me the next
mural.
huh? What?
Imagine the place had a mural.
Yeah,
Remember
they need to put it
with your
yeah.
face or your name.
Yeah, exactamente. It's like that X Factor. What was it called? X Games or something? Can't remember. It's already forgotten. It was a place that opened up at the mall, and I don't know if you knew this, Mo.
They can definitely cannot compete with main event.
Yeah, they're gone. They're going to be out. And guys, and this is kind of a crappy thing for them. But again, they dug themselves in this hole. They went out there, and I can't remember what the name of it was, X Farce or something, but they put out a post on social media. They said, "We're going to put murals in our business. Tell us what mural we should put up." And someone said Erasmo Castro, and it got like hundreds of votes. A lot of people were saying yes, Erasmo Castro, Erasmo Castro, Erasmo Castro. I literally blew everybody else out of the water. And they refused to put the mural up there. Again, I'm not saying that I wanted the mural up there. I thought it was very flattering that the people of Brownsville said, put up a mural of Erasmo.
But you know what's crazy? There's so many
No.
people that follow you, but they won't comment for the simple fact of like, oh, I don't want to be caught like commenting or saying or my name out there. But people who shared, if you actually look at at what they say, they're like, It's actually pretty good positive feedback. Like when they were sharing your picture of Ojos Locos.
Yeah, and yeah, it was overwhelming again. So again, as a business, you and I know you wanted the mural up there. Yeah, of course I did. But I wanted the mural up there, not so much as a vanity thing, a little bit, because my head is so big, but more than anything, keep your word. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Roop. Of course I did. But keep your word. If you're going to do a contest and say, well, let's vote and
But I
y'all
wonder what
decide.
back though.
Huh?
Did somebody call them and tell them no or something? I wonder what happened. Caused it.
I think part of the problem, Sam, is because there's this little niche group, you know, this little niche group that probably went out there and said, no, you don't want an Erasmo Castro mural out there. No, he's horrible. He's que no sé qué, que chisme and everything. And they believe those people. And again, that's a small percentage of people. You saw this on the comments in regards to Ojos Locos. I mean, hundreds, if not thousands of comments. Most of them were all like, I would say 90%, 95% were like, hey, it's great, right? Awesome. Blah, 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 blah. And then you got those 3 or 4 or 5% out there going like, he's horrible. He's terrible. Well, screw you.
Yeah, I understand publicity is good publicity, but you also don't want like the bad publicity. Uh,
Well, one other thing, let me tell you, one of the things that a friend of mine said, he goes, and that's why it might hurt you a little bit politically that you're out there at Ojos Locos. I'm going like, first of all, people should know me by now. I'm not going to let anything that is associated with it could hurt you politically alter or change who I am.
yeah.
Not at all. In no way, shape, or form. Because then I'd be like them. It's like, look, I sent you the picture, Sam, where you got Drew Brown, the racist Drew Brown, and that snaggletooth Jessica Gonzalez out there giving a $1,000 donation to the Moody Clinic for some reason. And they didn't give it. Best, that Teachers Association, they gave it. Why did they invite them to go for the picture moment? And look, this is how crappy the Brownsville Herald is. The Brownsville Herald seems to think that that's news. That isn't news. It's just trying to promote la racist Drew Brown. And that's what ticks me off. $1,000. These people pocket tens of thousands of dollars. With Sylvia Atkinson, millions of dollars. They pocket millions of dollars from vendors and from contracts. And they give $1,000, and all of a sudden it makes the pages of the Brownsville Herald. That's how pathetic it is. $1,000. Even Mo can afford that. Maybe, unless he finds himself another chinita.
Okay. Hey, Erasmo, I was thinking.
Complete circle right there. Complete circle. US también.
I
You
I was thinking. Yeah.
That's new.
What if? Wow. Why don't you create like your own, like a separate platform on social media, like advertising like the local businesses in Brownsville?
Well, I already do that.
They're already doing that when he
Yeah.
posts pictures that he's there. It's
Yeah.
like when he's doing the food sampling thing.
Yeah.
No, like what I mean is like here in San Antonio, there's like this group called San Antonio Foodie, and like they have uh,
They do
like
commercial.
yeah.
I do that, but I don't do it as let's go to the foodie page. It's just let's go to the Erasmo Castro page. And look, it's like it's like when I had a conversation with Trey Mendes. You go like, maybe you need to stop posting those like those lost dog pictures. I'm going like, I'm not going to do that. People, that's what is concerning to people. Their pets. So I do that. I do this. I do this. I do a little bit of everything. But one of the things that I think that Sam is touching on, besides touching on 14th Street, one of the things that Sam is touching on is that it's more of a hodgepodge. It's like a variety out there. It's like a potluck. It's a little bit of everything, and go and grasp onto what you like and what you don't like. That's cool.
You do
Huh?
want your downtown, and you do want your North Brownsville. You want everything to be successful, but
Everything.
you could have all that if there's more economic growth in the city. You know, instead of
It's the
stretching it
only. It's the,
all out.
it's the only way it's going to work
Yeah.
if we have economic growth throughout the city. O sea,
Yes.
de qué sirve to build up downtown if everything around it's going to crap?
Yeah. It's like when they have the stadiums. I hate to talk about places like that, but over here in Pittsburgh, you have the stadium of the Steelers, and no joke, two blocks down you have the projects, and it looks like hella nasty. And
Nasty.
you don't want to have that.
No. And look, Sam, that's one of the reasons, if you remember, with this Madeira thing, they went and put it all the way outside of Brownsville.
Yeah.
Like if it's a suburb, you know, all the way outside of Brownsville, because they don't want these next to the projects,
Yeah.
They want it allá secluded. What what winds up happening is the city continues to grow, and then you're still going to get the people that you're trying to run away from right there next to you. That's one of the reasons. I don't know if you remember, Sam, or Mo. That's one of the reasons why the citizens of Rancho Viejo were fighting against
The one expand.
they didn't want to expand because they wanted to add on to Rancho Viejo like another subdivision, for houses or something or
Yeah.
other, and the people
Another
went and
subject
revolt.
to it,
Huh?
but they said no to it. So
Yeah,
they can
people
have
said
an
no.
exclusive
We
area.
don't we don't want more people here, and that's ultimately what's going to happen to Madeira. They were going.
Because that area is like right next to the whole Madeira area. So I guess they were trying to incorporate all that since those houses are already going to be like at 300,000 starting. I think starting 300,000 if I'm correct.
Well,
So
I think yeah, but and I'm thinking, Sam, that the thought is if we get more rich people, out this way, we're going to continue to keep the middle class people away from us. It's all just against the middle class people because right now the ones that are completely hurting are the middle class.
and then just to confirm, middle class because there's different standards or different criterias. That's like what above what income level.
Well, again, here in Brownsville, anyone I think that earning over 40,000, falls into that little middle class in Brownsville. No,
Because middle class in general, it's supposed to be any household above 100,000. That's middle class.
well, but yeah, but you're talking about a regular
That's what I'm
city.
saying. In each income level, there's three divisions, like three levels. You have like your low, medium low, high low, and then like the medium level, it's the medium middle income. It's supposed to be like around the 100,000, which is all the welders and all the people that work out of like or the some teachers
But the
or stuff like
blue collar workers.
yeah.
So you think here in Brownsville, 40,000 is poverty level? You're muted. 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 You're muted.
Sorry. You're in the 40,000. You're like in the high level, but you're in the low income. Because in the three levels, you're in the low income, but you're in the high. If that makes any sense.
Well, Mo gets high regularly.
Because 40,000 for a household is not gonna get you much.
Yeah.
Mo, do you make 40,000 or more?
I would say more being a chef.
Yeah.
How much?
Yeah.
Do you
I
make?
make. Uh,
Being a chef, I would say minimum is like 60,000.
How much do you earn a year, Mo?
At least start.
actually, no. I make a lot more than. Well, I make a little bit more than that.
How much?
About 70.
Damn. Sí me convienes.
Estás
I don't
en Ed y Brian, porque los dos both make about 70, 75.
Yeah, right now you're in competition with Brian because Brian makes 75, Brian Martinez, and you make 70. Let me tell you. The only difference is that Brian is a little bit skinnier. Brazil needs to start having stand-up comics come and do shows. Let me tell you, we have this guy Raymond Horta. Is that's his name?
Yeah, over there at the island.
Is he in the island or is he in Hidalgo County?
No, he lives in Hidalgo County, but he does his shows at the island.
Yeah,
He does
look, I've,
shows every once in a while with Mario, I believe,
yeah,
and some other comics.
I've never been to their comic shows, and I've been wanting to go. And I'm going to try and make it out there. I like the guy. I like the guy.
Because like the guy, he already chilled out a bit. He's more on the Christian side now. So I
Yeah,
don't know
I,
if
I
folks
think
have
I
like
think
toned down a bit.
I think
So
that was a mistake. You know, you know, you, it was a mistake. Then I know that he went into the mohawk thing or something, or the mullet thing.
yeah, the
And
whole
again, it's nice. It's great. I think he just should have. Again, you can't be going out there. And this is one of the reasons why I try not to preach too much. I try to separate our politics with me being the greatest pastor in Texas and north of
whole church
Mexico. Huh?
separating
Yeah,
churches.
yeah. I want to do that little separation because I don't want people to think like, oh, now he's just Bible thumping. But let me tell you, like last night, man, I gave a horrible class last night. Horrible class. It was terrible. But one of the reasons why I continue to be the greatest pastor in Texas and north of Mexico is because I can realize when I'm bombing, and I immediately sit down because Sam, you've been to church. Mo says he goes. I don't believe him, but if you've got individuals out there, San Antonio, Texas. You have individuals.
No,
You have individuals out there that will take 45 minutes, 50 minutes, and they're bombing Sam. Sit down.
Yeah,
You know,
if you can't get your point across within the first 5-10 minutes, like
sit down.
choose something else. Because I've
Yeah,
seen people and seen people that go for 30, 45 minutes and going all around in circles, and
bomb.
then last 2, 3 minutes you're trying to like sum it all up and be like, oh well, this is what I'm trying to say. It's like, no, just say it. Just stop beating around the bush.
Yeah, you're bombing, and that's what I was doing last night. I started off, and it seemed like I was going to grasp on, and then after like 5 minutes, I knew I'm bombing. So I gave my little verses, my points. 15 minutes, Sam. I was sitting down.
Not that easy to get people's attention as well.
No,
Like
it isn't.
like I guess not interacting, but to grab their attention. Because there's times that people could be like just either distracted or whatever they call it. But it's not easy being a like public speaking.
No, 15. I think I was down in 15 to 20 minutes, Sam. Yeah, sitting down. It's over. I didn't do it. I couldn't grasp on. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And that's what a lot of these people don't understand. You
Hey, but
don't
going
get.
to economic growth of Brownsville, would you say that in your campaign you could try to, I guess, have some economic growth in that district, some sort of way, like the same way that I don't know who the heck brought SpaceX, but the same way they brought SpaceX and some other companies that could be something that could help out the county or the city.
Well, 100%. But it's one thing that I've been very consistent on. We need a seat at the table. We don't have a seat at the table. And by we, I don't mean me as an individual. I mean we as a community. We have to have an even seat at the table. El problema, Sam, is that these guys, uh, Joey Lopez, Cascos, and that other guy, Gus, whatever, they're out for themselves.
Trevino, not Cascos.
Huh?
Trevino, you said Cascos, but it's
Trevino,
Trevino, the
sorry.
county judge.
Sorry, sorry, Judge. Sorry, missed that. But they're out there for themselves. They're not out there for the community. We have to win the seat for the community because, and again, and this has always been my same spiel. At the end of the day, guys, and I appreciate that a lot of people reach out and say, Erasmo, oh, we're sorry that you weren't successful in the race. I tell them, thank you, but I'm okay. You know, because no matter what the outcome is,
More like we weren't successful in that race. These
exactamente, because
included.
yeah, and that's my issue. At the end of the day, guys, I'm going to be okay if I win the race. We're all going to be okay. If I lose the race, I'm going to be okay. Will you be okay? And I think that's one of the lessons that a lot of people at BISD learned when they elected these people that are wajes. You know, how better is your life now 2 years later in regards to this board? It's a lot crappier at BISD. That's why you have Sam and Mo, a lot of the outflux, a lot of the individuals leaving BISD because it's a piece of crap. A lot of individuals. That's why they lost students like crazy. I'm still a fan of Straight Shot. Is Straight Shot still out there?
Students, but they're also losing like teachers and administration because of the lack of, I guess,
Leadership.
higher ups of leadership.
Yeah. Leadership. Sam, is Straight Shot still a thing?
Is that the one by Price? I thought they turned that into something else. It's a different business. But
I
yes, I did
remember.
shots when I was much younger. A
Oh
couple
yeah, I
years.
remember. I remember Straight Shot, but I didn't think that they were still a thing.
No, because I think they didn't that become the billiard room, or like didn't they switch over to the
No,
one?
the bitter room was there before Straight Shot, I would say.
Yeah, but as far as I know, they're in Price. There's no more straight shots, but it'll be cool to have more places.
Get
Because
rid
they
of the
got
Mac
what was
wagons.
that place? Right, Daddies.
Oh yeah, right. That is. Uh, yeah. I think Straight Shot died like many years ago. No, I don't think it's still open.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Get rid of maggot wagons and people will support restaurants. Here people go to bingo games and quinceañeras and funerals. Let's see. Too many hole in the wall taquerias too. Gusaneros.
Yeah, some are iffy, man. Like there's some you just gotta, I guess, uh, keep an eye out.
Yeah, they spread businesses as a form of lifestyle that suits the consumer. That's why people dress up good to go to Target. Same thing with Odichis. People don't care about the price. I care about the price. Sam doesn't care. Mo doesn't care because they make a lot of money. Erasmo, but I understand that Walmart. Look, I've seen some people
Hey,
dress.
I'm hearing about cracking. I don't know about you, but
I see a lot of people that
yeah,
are going out there
downtown is
to.
gonna be cracking.
I see a lot of people going out there to Walmart. How they dress. Oh my god. Those that can
And
afford it do so.
and people
Huh?
at Walmart should not be talking down to other people at Walmart because you're both at Walmart.
Yeah, but at least I go to Walmart halfway decently dressed. Those that can afford it do so in the matter of wanting to look better. Yeah, but you don't have to spend a lot of money to look better. Go to thrift stores. I mean, I found like a $200 shirt at the thrift store. I paid $10 for it. It's a Robert Graham shirt. It's amazing. There's are more places to eat than jobs that pay good. Yeah, sentence structure. How
Yeah,
much does
I
Trey
was
Mendes?
going back to the whole. If there was more growth, it
Yeah,
would make more sense.
how much does Trey Mendes pizza cost? $18 for a medium. Buenos dias.
Shit. I would not pay 18 bucks for a medium pizza. Like, no way. That's crazy.
And when
No,
you
man.
how much was like the don't they sell boards there?
Yeah, cheese boards
Yeah.
and meat boards or something like 20-30 bucks.
Oh, charcuterie boards.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever he
'Cause
said.
I know the one
Right.
over here in Bonita Flats. I'm not too sure it's the same size or not, but they're like about $15.
Yeah, but what happens is, they go to HEB and they buy those dollar hams and 50-cent
For real?
turkeys. Huh?
Is that for reals? Is that how it tasted?
Yeah, and then you roll them up and you throw them on a damn board, and you put a couple of strawberries on there and grapes, and you go like $40 for a damn board. I told everyone I knew that invited me to the restaurant that they're going to regret it. Service is bad, price is too high for the shitty pizza. I told the owner that to his face. About Dodichis? Oh yeah. As a matter, as a member of Mission Chamber, there is an event of networking at least every month. We don't have that. I don't see it
It's a networking mixture. I'm not too sure if it's every month. I do know that at least they at least have it every quarter.
here in Brownsville.
Yes.
I've never been to it. It comes bound to fire brick oven pizza versus pizza carton tasting pizza. Let me tell you, I will take the carton tasting pizza from Peter Piper's before I take a Dodici pizza. What's up with Troy Mendez ignoring Mayra Flores regarding?
He won't answer anything whatsoever.
No,
But I even called out Maida Flores too and telling her to like, well, then show up to the meetings, you know? Even though people are saying that, like, oh, well, Myra's not going to go because you cannot just go and comment. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's a comment section where you can just go and comment and ask that. You cannot ask something directly to the mayor or commissioners. You have to say it like in general, but you can at least go and say that because I know that if you were to go, you get more, I guess, publicity, and that would
well,
call them even more.
let me tell you. I went and I spoke at the commission meeting this past time. I got a lot of messages from people that aren't my friends, and didn't like it as customers. They said, "Thank you for going up there and sharing the concerns of the community as a whole." And again,
Seeing more comments every day, man. Like you know how you do your usual where the Tenasca money. I'm seeing more people that wouldn't even post a comment, put comments out how like, dude, it's because you're drying out the people. You know, all their money's going towards the light bill.
Sam, it's crazy, Sam, and people can't afford it. And again, a lot of the people that are out there complaining on social media are individuals that are in that the groups that you mentioned, Sam, the ones that are doing well financially. A lot of the people that aren't doing well financially don't have aren't out there being very vocal on social media. They're just suffering. It's
Price
horrible.
the businesses are not passing the buck over to the consumers by raising their prices.
No, it's horrible. And let me say, I think it was a little publicity stunt for Maida to go out there and say, "I'm calling. I've been calling the mayor's office and I don't get a
Of
response
course she is. She's been doing that for like the longest time in every single damn post. And I've been calling her
every single."
nonsense
Yeah,
in every single
yeah.
thing. She compares everything to Mexico. And I'm like, are you gonna okay, so you're comparing everything to Mexico. Are you gonna have Ley Seca also for election day? And she doesn't reply. The exact same thing as the mayor. She does not reply to anything unless
Does
it's
not
like
reply.
unless it's
No,
Frankie.
again, she again very yeah, she does respond to Frankie. She likes Frankie for some reason, but again, uh, I think part of the problem is not the best speaker out there. And again, I want a little bit more, and that's all I'm saying. I want a little bit more from the Republican candidate. I want a lot more from our Congressperson. She is our Congresswoman. I want a lot more. I don't want, oh, it's historic. That's not enough for me. What are you
And the
doing
other
for
thing
me?
was like, why is she comparing everything to Mexico? Like, do you not have another country to compare it to where we can hold our standards a little bit higher?
A little bit. Ojos Locos gave you free foods. Estabas encantado. Whoops. Good morning. It's a soft opening, Vito. I mean, I think you know what a damn soft opening is, Tarola.
They did put that on the post though. Somebody else, they're like, hey, everybody come over here. They're gonna be giving out free food for like 2 hours, something like that. I don't know if that jam packed the place. Um, but that's usually what happens in soft openings. You pretty much just check out how their service is to make sure they tweak everything. Their
It's practice.
cooks to make sure they do everything correctly.
It's
Hey,
practice.
how much are you all paying for light?
I'm paying $500 a month in
And
my.
you said,
I'm paying 12 cents a kilowatt, but mine
damn.
came out to like about 380. But it's a three
Yeah, but you
bedroom.
don't have. But you don't have PUB.
Yeah, I don't. But mine's separate though. I pay like about three. It was like 360, and then like another 150 in water.
Yeah, but you're 360, Sam. But you're paying less than me, and I have a small little office. You have a huge home.
Hmm.
Uh, This episode of Erasmo in the Morning is brought to you by Ojos Locos and Mac. Hey, look, I'm to all small business out there, any business here locally, I'll promote you till I'm blue in the face. And
Speaking
again,
of promoting, if anybody's selling tamales, let me know.
are you here in Brownsville? Okay.
No, man, I'm here in the room still.
It's gonna be hard to send you the mileage. But let me say, guys, I'll promote any business out there. I'll promote any business out there, and I'm not going to charge you. That's what's amazing. I don't charge. The Chamber of Commerce charges you. They don't do crap for you. Erasmo Castro doesn't charge you. Could do a whole lot for you,
I know
and you
like
don't
the
go.
average is like about $100 a video, but it's an actual video thingy. But I'm pretty sure just a simple coming across here is just more than enough, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I'll promote you as much as I can. I mean, yeah, I don't mind if you give me free food, or give me something to give to the kids in Matamoros. That for me is enough. Erasmo, you wanted that mural up there. Of course I did. Ya lo sé. Of course I did. They would need the Empire State Building if they made a mural of you because I'm bigger than life. Thank you, Vito. A-ho. Everybody wants to get on Erasmo's face. I'm trying. I'm
And
not.
sounds so bad.
I'm not being very lucky. Trust me. El dinero cambia a las personas. Yeah, it does. You look at Mo. Mo doesn't even want to talk to me anymore, and he makes he banks. I went all the way to San Antonio to visit with Mo, and he ignored me.
I didn't. I didn't ignore you.
Yes, he did. All the way to San Antonio. I went to San Antonio just to see Mo. Because remember I told you, Sam, I gotta go check out Mo. I'm concerned about him.
I do recall having a show and you were in San Antonio and you're like, hey, I gotta let you go because I gotta go meet up with Mo.
In
If that
nada,
ever happened, I have no idea.
dump me.
You were left on red and that's it.
Me dejó plantado como un árbol.
Vestida y alborotada como de rancho.
Vestida y alborotada. Me dejó como novia de rancho. Yes, very biased propagandist reporting by Harold. I can't stand them. And I don't know, why do you always say racist Drew Brown? I don't know that story. Is there one? Yeah, she's a racist. She mistreats a lot of the Hispanic folks out there. And again, it seemed like she had a little nichey thing with anyone that actually pretended to look to be more on the whiter side. It's just the way she is. I follow Sylvia Atkinson Foodie on Instagram.
San Antonio
Sylvia.
food.
Oh, I thought Sylvia Atkinson.
No.
Sure, I'm disappointed that you haven't answered me. You said you were about the kids, and I thought you were the best choice, and it helped a lot of people recommend me to you. I have my proof, sir, about Hannah's school. Es que como dicen, it's not what you know, it's who you can prove. The stereotype me because of my past and my appearance. And I can prove the stereotype me because of my past and appearance, but I don't owe probation and I don't owe parole. I'm just a parent who is offending his kids. A lot of concerns. Let me respond, Jimmy. Part of the problem is the way that you come across. And I've mentioned this with you. You cannot go to places and start screaming, Jimmy. And this is part of the concerns that I had back when we were in Oliveira. When you were in Oliveira, Papa, you can't go to a school and go out there and scream and yell. And then, don't expect individuals to shut off. They're at a school. And it's just your approach, Papa. But it's like you come right now. Oh, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. I am listening to you. It doesn't make sense, man. And again, I love you to death. I love the way your wife cooks. She makes the best charro beans in Brownsville. It's great. But no tomas consejo. You can't go out to a school and scream your heart out. And Sam's on mute.
I'm not too sure if you want to go specific on the details, but I guess he's trying to have a mediator, correct? Like you're trying to I guess have you speak with him, or
Well,
because it depends on the issue. Like if it
wanted
was
me to help.
a heart
Wanted
issue,
me to help address
some
the
people just
issue.
go to
And again,
school and scream.
I'll address the issue. But if you go to a school and you're out there screaming, and they say, we're going to call law enforcement, there's very little I can do because you've already lost it. O sea, don't go into a situation where you're going to lose just by being there. You go into a situation expecting to win. And if you go to a place and you think you're out there expecting to win and you go out there and scream your heart out at the secretaries, you're lost. You've already lost. And there's nothing that can be done. I can't do anything. No one is going to do anything because if I do anything, I'm going to sound like a crazy man. So don't shoot yourself in the foot and then think that there's something that I can do. There's nothing that I can do when you already shot yourself in the damn foot. There isn't. And I contacted the school and they said, Mr. Castro, he was screaming at the people here at the office. And I said, well,
Yeah, I know, but besides the point, I don't know the specifics of the case or whatnot, but okay, maybe so every time there's a parent that's like disgruntled, they're just gonna avoid the whole case. So if there was to be a child that got raped and the parent goes and screams, they're like, "Oh no, we're not gonna help you because you screamed at us." That should not be the case.
No, like, but
settle down.
It's a wrong way to start something. Look,
yeah,
and I tell people, if you have a complaint, because what happens, Sam, what happens is you lose your credibility, Sam. You lose all credibility. It's like, and I tell folks, it's like,
which is for you trying to explain everything in detail.
I had a conversation with someone this week, and they were like, I'm like, you cannot go out there and make suppositions and start like, oh, stay focused. Look, I've been doing this for a while, and you had Commissioner de los Santos back on. Then you're folding, or you're letting him manipulate you. I think Mr. Santos knows no one manipulates Erasmo Castro. No one, because I'm not going to let
you
anyone.
Locos.
Unless you're ojos locos. Unless I'm not going to let anyone manipulate. Look, we want conversations with our elected officials. We don't always agree, and I'll give you one example. He came on here and stated, because someone asked, that they had nothing to do with the hiring of Mostad in regards to him getting the job because of the MIDI stuff. I told him here on live together, I still don't believe that. Again, we don't have to agree on it. I mean, that could be his story and he might stick to it, or that might be the MIDI story and they might stick to it. More power to you guys. I don't believe it, because you haven't convinced me that you had nothing to do with this kid getting that job at the Children's Museum. With that said, I don't think anything from his past, and I agree with Mr. Dos Santos in that respect, I don't think that nothing from his past shared or warranted the Children's Museum from being cautious in regards to having him work there, because there was nothing on his record. Because Mr. Dos Santos came out and said, all of us here have 10 times worse record than most had. And it's true. Again, it's true. I'm not shying away from it. So with that said, there was nothing that demonstrated this. Now, if you're going to go out there and say, he's gay and he should have never gotten the job, I'm going to disagree with you. Being gay should not exclude you from any position out there. If you go out here and say, he would dress in drag, and that's why he should have never gotten hired at the Children's Museum, I'm going to really disagree with you. Really disagree with you. And I say that with a lot of the gay groups here, the LGBTQIMNOP task force, and a lot of the drag queens here, the people that dress in drag, they hated Erasmo Castro. They hate me. I don't know why. I mean, I've been the number one proponent for the gay community here. I fought for your rights. I'm the one that has done his best to be the most vocal in regards to Kimberly's disappearance. Me. And again, more power to you. I don't care if you hate me or you don't hate me. So, with that said, even because they hate me, guys, I'm not going to go out there and say, oh, well, he shouldn't have never gotten hired because he was gay and he would dress as a woman.
It was inevitable because there was no history to him or anything like that.
Nothing.
If he would have done
Nothing.
something there, then they would have caught him there. It would have been a different story.
Yeah.
But
But
it's
you
a
can't,
matter
yeah,
since late 18.
but you can't say, Sam, that because he's gay or he dresses in drag, he
Yeah,
shouldn't be working in the children's
possibly
museum.
happen.
Yeah, you can't
Like
say
they
that.
would have told him no.
Okay,
Especially
because
if they would have stated that, like, no, we can't hire you because you're trans or whatever, then that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
yeah, I would have been and trust me, I would have been the first one out there fighting them for it. I would have been the first one because I truly believe in equal opportunity employers. And again, if you go back and you go and check a lot of these individuals, a great percentage of these individuals that commit these horrible acts against children, are not necessarily gay, you know, and that's what's unfortunate. But we have to stay
Yeah,
focused.
pinpoint like or get the stats and all that stuff. But
Yeah, and I had a conversation with someone this morning. Look, we got to stay focused. We got to fight for what's right, and what I mean by that is, we got to go out there and fight the fights that we can win, not fight the fights that don't correspond to us. And right now, he's already going to get justice. That kid, the most that, and he should. And I hope they give him a lot of years because what he did was very, very disgusting. Very,
yeah,
very disgusting.
do some stuff.
Yeah, I hope justice is very, very well served. I truly, truly want justice to be served, but we got to move on.
Dude, anything less than 5 years is gonna be a disgrace.
A disgrace to the justice system, to everything else. I want justice to be served. I want them to throw the book at this kid 100%. But I want us all to move on as a community and work together to guarantee that this never happens again. That never happens again. I'm more concerned as the at this point, right now, at this point, I'm more concerned with the hiring process. I want candidates to be, well, first of all, well vetted in regards to getting the positions. But what is worse is I don't want compadres and friends to get jobs that should go to other people. And that's what happened in this case. Someone got a job because of someone they knew, instead of going out there and hiring somebody else in our community. Because I know hundreds, if not thousands, of our students here locally, Sam, that would have loved to have had his job there at the Children's Museum.
And apparently there's hundreds of kids applying to it. But
Yeah. That's what also promotes my parody videos. Always. I love them. I know all three of you are familiar with 14th Street, but have y'all seen the empty projects there on Ringgold and 14th Street? Yes. I pass by there uh, all the time. I don't know what the idea is. And look, they were on the older side. They did look like barracks. So I don't know if the plan was to make like what they did at the Villa Verde, Sam. Is that the one, Villa Verde?
I'm trying to remember Ringgold and 14th Street.
That's right there where the church is at.
Ah, yeah. What about them?
Yeah. Oh, they're abandoned. They kicked everybody out.
I'm guessing they're gonna do the same thing as over here on McDavid.
Villa Verde. La Villa Verde. Or
Yeah,
Buena Vista. La Villa Verde. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Are you not listening to anything I'm saying? But they were the ones at Villa Verde, Mr. Boo. They were like the ones on 14th and Ringgold. O sea, así estaban. It was just like small. What they did is they built up. So now I think there's 3 stories, Sam. 3 floors.
Yeah, they're 3 stories.
Yeah, they're 3 stories, so they could bunch up more of these people there, and they look nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they're starting to go ghetto, but they look nice. No, yeah, they're starting to look a lot ghetto, and that's
Yeah.
just
Wow.
unfortunate. But they when they build them, they look amazing. They look really really nice. So what happens is, I think that maybe that's what's going to happen over here at 14th and
Maybe
Ringgold.
you need to get like some more grants to build them
Well,
because you still
again,
gotta remove all that.
you got to destroy everything. You got to do the wiring, the piping, and that's
And
now.
mold, you gotta bring in a company for all that.
Well, and my thing is, I don't think that I don't know how a three-story complex is going to fit in there in that neighborhood, Sam.
Yeah,
Because I mean, again, I know the neighborhood. We our church is right there next to it. I
yeah,
don't know how well it's going to fit in because you can't have acá en la Villa Verde. Uh, it was a bigger piece of land.
yeah,
You're talking about a couple many acres. Here, it's like 2 blocks. You know, 2 blocks by 3 blocks. So it's a smaller facility. So can you really build a, a lot of different
or
three-story
build
apartment complexes?
there, and then
Huh?
just expand over here in Villa Verde.
I don't. Honestly, I don't know what they're planning to do. I need to speak with Commissioner uh, John Cowan because he's handsome.
I was wondering when you were gonna get an excuse to talk to him.
No, I need that John Cowan because he was on the board on the Brownsville
How's it?
Housing Authority, along with Sampaio and all the same people that are always on the boards. Problem with downtown, they're not renovating downtown, only certain areas of downtown.
Yep.
The problem with downtown is that half of it should have been torn down.
What's gonna
Rancho
happen?
Viejo,
That all the other little houses are gonna eventually gonna raise the prices and kick those people out.
yeah, 100%. Rancho Viejo people mainly shut it down because of tax increase. I don't think it was only tax increase. I think it's because they just didn't want more people around. You know, Primo, I will make you a homemade fire brick oven pizza in my backyard. What ticket would you like? Orange, 2 slices, blue, 1 slice, yellow. I want the yellow. I don't eat that much. You know that, Danny. Uh, 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 Danny invited me to his daughter's graduation party.
I
Huh?
see.
Yeah, and we took a pretty cool picture out there. And I told him, I said, I'll take a plate of food because I had to go somewhere. And they were very surprised at how much food I ate. I mean, it was just like a little spoonful, a little spoonful, a little spoonful. Hey, la belleza cuesta. It's still the same struggle between St. Joe Corrupto's neoliberalism versus Southmost masses trabajadores. Uh, yes, except now it's not just Southmost; it's Rivera, and believe this or not, now Alton Glore and Alton Glore folk too. Because you know it was so trippy because this is what's so amazing. Back in the heyday, Sam, los de la Alton Glore eran supuestamente los new highs de Brownsville.
Those are the high.
Yeah, now it's not that way.
Yeah, if you include like five income sources,
Yeah,
and that's why
now
they have
it's
about 4 cars outside.
I got like six cars at my place, and so now it's like we're like on the lower rung of the social
Yeah,
economic
but
system.
your six is like half a car because they're Fiats. They're half a car, so it's in total of 3 cars.
De los tres no se hace uno. Good morning. Question to Mo. What would you like to see in our city to make you come back and spend your money here?
Ooh. Well, I said this on the show a couple of days ago. Like I went to the valley 2 weeks ago, today actually, and the one thing I noticed is Brownsville has stayed the same since I left. Like new companies have moved in, but those companies just took over like the businesses that left. So like not really much has changed. But then I went to McAllen and they're over here adding on to the intersection there in Far. Um, the mall like almost doubled in size, and it's just like north from there, it's just like shopping center after shopping center after shopping center, which I don't even remember the last time I was there. So like a lot, like McAllen has grown so much, but yet like Brownsville has stayed the same. Now to answer your question, like I I want to see Brownsville grow. I mean, look at the mall. I mean, it's just stores closed. It's just stores closing, and same thing throughout the city of Brownsville. Like Brownsville needs to be open, like McAllen is. Like, um,
Yeah, I think just geographically, it's not like and doesn't have the space to grow like McAllen does because McAllen is in the middle of nowhere. Not in the middle of nowhere, but right in the middle of an area where it can expand to all directions. Compared to Brownsville, that it has like I guess the border on one side, and it can only go up from there.
100%. Thoughts on SpaceX burning acres of wildfire habitat? Look, it's very unfortunate, guys. 68 acres.
Yeah,
And again,
on that. Are
it's
we gonna for this on that?
Monday.
Are we gonna get a compensation check on that?
Well, and again, that's actually the question, Sam. I mean, what safeguards do we have as that in regards to to this not happening again? As that do we have an even
Isn't it like a wildlife refuge? That area? Or do I have it wrong? Or am I confusing it with Laguna Tascosa?
someone made mention of that, Sam? Again, I'm not sure. I know that it's close by. I think one of the things that a lot of people were concerned with was that there was a lot of wildlife out there that had passed away. You know,
Not that, man, but you have don't isn't Palmetto Ranch over there?
I'm not sure. I try to keep up with all that. I
I
try
don't
to
know if
keep
you
up with all that nature stuff. I find it very, very, very difficult. I
I don't
try
know
to
if you
keep up with that.
sorry, go
What?
ahead.
I try to keep up with all the nature stuff. I just, it's just, it's too much. Look, part of the problem is that we don't. Again, I'm going to go back to the same thing. We don't have a seat at the table, and our local politicos out there, what they did is they pocketed the resources that should have go to the people of Brownsville. And again, they're out there, kissing Elon Musk's butt. It doesn't benefit us. Doesn't help us for Eddie Trevino to go out there take a picture with Elon Musk, Joey Lopez, Trey Mendez. What's going to benefit us is individuals going out there and saying, "Give us our fair share." We don't want SpaceX to go. They're hiring some 2,000 people out there. 80% of those people that they got hired out there are people here local. We can't afford SpaceX to go. We just need someone to fight for our ecology.
Big quality in there.
Yes, someone that's going to fight for us and not be fighting for themselves. That's what I try to tell all these crazy tree huggers out there. Guys, you got to look at the bigger
And
picture.
go into the argument screaming because you lose the argument.
Yeah, look, Sam, all these tree huggers here, they went out there, they supported Eddie Trevino and Joey Lopez, and they're probably going to do it again. They're the ones that are screwing you over. But again, they don't want the truth. They just want to get los ojos picados again. And that's the problem. All the bugs and the rice at HEB is insane. Uh, yeah. The only good pizza is a pizzeria. Yeah, I love Italia Express. Pizzeria is amazing too. Uh, Tarola. En Tarola. Mayra tiene el corazón en México y la panza en los Estados Unidos de América. Let's go to comics. I actually got a lot of people waiting for me. Why doesn't Mayra fight for more worker visas to fill out our workforce so desperately needs? That would be a great idea. But again,
First, you need
that
to
would,
get the job for people here, and
yeah,
then if there's like leftover jobs to be filled, then you move the whole worker visas.
I agree. But we do need some form of immigration reform out there, and we have none. It's not about my screaming; it's about what they are doing to the students. Yeah, I'm not negating that, bro. My issue is the approach. You've
Yeah, you
got
could
to
have a
do
good
it.
argument, but the way you approach it could just kind of
You
kill the whole
see,
situation.
Papa, and that's what I've been trying to tell you. I contact after you contacted me. I contacted the school, and they said, "Asmo, we've got the videos. We've got the videos.
Okay, but like moving forward, after his argument, like is his topic or his issue like a valid one to dispute?
maybe if you could truly prove that there is discrimination in regards to some students being able to play and some aren't, But I think it's more of a parental concern that why is it my child, first string? And again, that's another issue in itself. All parents
Oh,
want
is
their
that like when back in the day they would tell kids not to play that good because the rest kind of sucked?
yes, and that's exactly what happened to Jerry, my nephew. My nephew is they wanted the coach to sit Jerry out because Jerry was such a great player. And I'm going like, does it make sense? You exceed, you do well, you take the summer camps, and you come back, and then they don't let you play. Didn't make sense, but we didn't go in there screaming.
Yeah, but it makes no sense of them doing that in the first place. Like you don't have kids like play their hearts out and they're like, "Oh, you're too good for the rest. I'll sit down." That's what. Do they still have like A teams and B teams or no? I don't even know
Yeah,
if they still do that.
I think they should do. Jimmy, I heard you out, and when you told me your concern, I went out there, and I contacted the school. I
Like if there's
contacted
proof
the
beyond
school.
reasonable doubt, then you have a case. But then you can just like I guess relax before going in and then kind of prove your point or take in whatever proof you have.
Yeah, I not only listened to what you said, I contacted the school. You went out there screaming at my people, at the people at the school. It's not their fault. It's not the
Yeah,
secretary's fault.
I
That
would have more an
some
argument with
coach.
instead of the secretary.
Yeah, it's not the secretary's fault that you're out there. You're screaming at the wrong people, Papa. And if you're out there screaming at the wrong people, you're screaming at my people. If there's an issue with the coaches and with the football and with whatever sport, that's different from my secretaries. They have nothing to do with it.
I
You
would
don't lose
suggest
the
just trying it again, but this time like not getting all worked up over it, you know? And if it
not
doesn't
the
help
time.
work out or anything, you can easily just move the kids to somewhere else.
Yeah, 100%. They gave you their they didn't. They just stated, we can't have individuals coming into the office and screaming. And I agree. It's not the way. Never assume anything. When you assume, you make an ass of you and me assume 100%. Cedar Browns BSD pillars are community corrupt 100%. The Children's Museum should be held to the same hiring standards 100%. Mo, your appointment. Oh, yeah, Mo, you forgot your appointment. Good
Yeah.
morning, Erasmo. Sam, what happened with a disgruntled gentleman with his case? We're waiting. A lot that's changed in Brownsville. Mo. McAllen has been building interstate since I was 5. Yeah, it's been like, and you're like 60 years old now. Brownsville is dead since they closed the Migoland Mall. That didn't help.
JC Penny and Amigo Land Mall.
McAllen is infested with narco laundered money and business, and so is Brownsville. A lot of the car
Yes.
washers. Make a trip
It's
to
closer to
511 Mall.
Monterrey. That's why you get a lot more money.
100%.
And
This is
that's
not
where all
about
the money's
sports.
at.
There's more concerns. I hear you, Baba. Guys, have thanks for coming on. Have a great day. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, still believing all that crap. We'll be back
Hey,
tonight
don't
at
forget
9
to
p.m.
like and subscribe to the channel.
Yes, guys, please go out there and like and subscribe the YouTube page. It makes money. I did, guys. Tonight 9 p.m. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.
Bye.